What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video. And in today's video, guys, we are here with the KONOSUBA collaboration characters, guys, and going over the best gear sets for every single one so that you guys know exactly what to run when building for the gear. If you guys do enjoy videos like this, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as we are on those to that 54,000 subscribers. I definitely do appreciate the support on the channel, guys. And with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's talk each of the characters and how you want to go about building them in terms of the gear. So I have Aqua, I have Megumin, and I have Darkness here available. And so we're going to talk, each of them one by one and how you kind of want to go about the build just based on the way their kit is structured and what they're trying to do themselves. So starting off with the Knight Darkness here, guys, Darkness is going to be a character where she has no damaging skills. As you guys can see, her first skill here is just going to decrease the hero's damage taken, and then the effect itself does no damage. Like literally, it's, it's lore accurate from the actual show, right? So Darkness herself is not going to be doing any damage, and even on her ultimate as well, you can see she does nothing. Even on her counter, she does nothing. Now, one thing to take into account though is that Darkness is going to be really good on a more tankier build because of that. Her whole, kind of passive idea here is you want to be tanking really, really well versus, being able to dish out damage. Darkness is a character that wants to be having as much tanking as possible to draw damage away from other teammates so that they take less damage. So with that being said, guys, how do you want to be going about a gear set for a character like Darkness? For Darkness, I'm actually going to recommend an HP defense set. Now, you could probably go triple defense on Darkness and that would have been good, but that was under the assumption that Darkness had some type of defense scaling in her kit, which she actually doesn't have anything in her kit that really scales for defense. She does give herself a lot of defense, which is very good, right? She gets a bunch of defense related here. She stacks up defense related when she gains Divine Pain, and then she is gaining basic stats as well. So that all is very good. But I do think at the end of the day that you want to just have as much tanking as possible, and the general best set for a tank character in Grand Cross is going to be an HP defense set at the end of the day, right? Because you're getting more max HP, you're getting more defense versus triple defense where you're just getting a ton of defense, which is good, but then you lose a lot of HP, and so you do take a little bit more damage than someone that's on an HP defense set, so that's pretty much the reasoning for why I would actually recommend HP defense for Darkness. And then in terms of the actual roles itself, guys, you're just gonna want to go probably just combat class roles regardless, right? Since Darkness doesn't do any damage, attack percent is technically not needed, but it will provide you extra combat class at the end of the day, so that's why you would go for it. Now for the middle pieces, defense is going to be the way to go, because you do want to just have general tanking and more combat class as well. And then the bottom pieces here is just going to be HP percent as well. Pretty standard stuff, guys. That's how you want to go about the gear for a character like Darkness. Now moving on from Darkness, guys, let's talk about Megumin. So Megumin is a DPS oriented character, but she is a character that once you do kind of nuke with her ultimate, she's pretty much just kind of there to die, right? She's not really going to be doing anything after that point. Now in her passive here, when we do talk about it, for every applicable ally proximity battle, she gets all stats. She gets the attack related up, right, for each elapsed turn. So the longer you stay alive, the more damage you're able to do, up to 3 turns for the Crimson Demon Tradition. She has magic deployment, which means that she's immune to getting ultimate move gauge lowered. And then if the hero has kept the ultimate move for 1 turn at the start of the ally's turn, the hero gains Mighty Explosion. If you're lower dupe level on Megumin, your ultimate is not going to really be hitting that hard. Let's be honest, guys. This is just raw attack percent. And the reason why it's not going to be hitting good is because it doesn't have any other damage bonus effect that you're getting on the ultimate itself. It's just damage equal to 500% of attack, and that's it. If you're 6 out of 6, there's a little bit more lenience because 1000% of attack is a lot, and especially with all the buffs that you would be getting as well, where if I scroll down here, so this would be 100% here, and then Mighty Explosion would be giving you the damage dealt at, I think, 200%. Yeah, so you get ultimate move damage dealt 200% at 6 out of 6, and you get the 100% damage dealt to enemies that have ultimate moves. So in my opinion, the way you go about building Megumin and your ultimate itself is really not going to be doing a lot of damage. So I guess in that sense, you could go with an attack crit damage set. But the only thing is that you have to stall 1 extra turn and you have to stay alive so that you're able to get Mighty Explosion for that 30% attack related stats. Because if you're ulting without that, you're just not going to have enough damage. So I guess lower dupe level, actually, you're more reliant on needing an attack crit set versus higher dupes where you could probably get away with HP defense especially if you're getting all these actual bonuses here. So yeah, that's actually what I'm going to recommend. Attack crit damage for lower dupe. Higher dupe, HP defense is probably fine. Because at the end of the day, you're getting 200% damage on your ultimate, on top of the fact you get the attack related at 6 out of 6. And the ultimate itself is going to be 1000% of attack. It's double damage, right? So it's double what a 1 out of 6 dupe level Megumin is going to do. So that's my main recommendation, guys. And in terms of the rolls on the gear, you know, for Megumin here, you would go with attack percent on the top, obviously, for the max amount of damage. Middle pieces, you're going to go with defense, and you do want your 2 set to be critical damage in the middle. And then your bottom pieces is just going to be HP percent, guys. You just kind of want to go for the CC stats. Again, like, you know, you're not looking for like certain, you know, like pierce rate or crit chance or anything like that. You go with the raw attack, defense, HP, and you're going to be good to go, right? And that goes for both an HP defense set as well for Megumin. If you're going for either or, I think attack crit damage or HP defense, you always still want to go with attack defense HP rolls, regardless of what you're going with, right? So that is going to be Megumin right there, guys, in terms of the build for her. Now moving on to the final character, guys, we have the water goddess Aqua here. Now, in terms of the way we're going to go about building Aqua, let's talk about exactly what she's doing. Now, Aqua is going to be a very good supportive type character. If we look at a lot of her kit here, she's, you know, at the start of the battle, when an applicable ally uses a skill, gain Blessing Lake. That means they get all stats, they get damage reduction. She has a utility skill here where she's able to freeze if she has Dice of Fate active, which is really good, right? Because you get the freeze regardless as long as you have Dice of Fate. And then in the passive as well, she is going to give your team that have different attributes other than herself the 50% of max HP upon dying, and you revive. So as you guys can see right here, just based on that right there, Aqua is a character that you want to keep alive. She is a character that you need to keep alive so that you can get off the cleanse, get the divine purification for your team, and then they get revived, then they revive, and then at that point, by that point in the fight, you probably are already done, which is, you know, where you want to be at. So in terms of the best gear set for Aqua, guys, it is going to be an HP defense set at the end of the day. Because you want to keep this character alive as long as possible, making sure she's on a very tanky set will allow you to stay alive, you know, longer than if you were on a damage set. And the thing is with Aqua is that she has only one attacking skill, which will do good damage against like demon enemies, because her Holy Relic does do extra damage dealt against demons. But it's a thing of like, okay, Aqua is not going to be your main damage dealer. Your Meli Ellie, your Mael, your Megumin are going to be your damage dealers on teams, you know, that you're going to be rocking around, right? So in my opinion, if I'm going to be recommending a set for you on Aqua specifically, an HP defense set is going to be the way to go, because you want to make sure that you are tanking and, you know, you're able to stay alive as long as possible to apply the divine purification, and then just keeping up the uptime, you know, with the support that you have from, you know, being able to freeze enemies and all that, right? So this is all really good, and I would definitely recommend an HP defense set. Now in terms of the roles, guys, same thing goes with Aqua versus Megumin and Darkness. Attack, defense, and HP percent rolls on all the gear. And again, make sure you have your gear in this manner, just in case, you know, there becomes a build where you run attack defense Aqua or attack crit damage Aqua. You can interchange the pieces very easily, and that's going to be very helpful too. Or even, you know, like Heroes Arena, if you run HP defense like this, you can swap your middle pieces out for critical defense or something like that, right? So it just gives you that flexibility. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much the best gear sets for each of the Konosuba characters. So just to wrap up here, and I'll give you guys kind of a TLDR. Darkness is going to be a tank only character. She literally does no damage, so you want to tank. HP defense, in my opinion, is going to be the way to go. Now moving on to Megumin, she's going to be a DPS oriented character, but the thing is, she's going to be way less damage at a lower dupe level versus a higher dupe level where you get a lot of just like damage dealt, and you just will have the stats. So in my opinion, if you're lower dupe on Megumin, an attack crit damage set will be good. If you're at a higher dupe Megumin, then you can get away with, you know, being able to tank a lot better, and then going for damage with that by running an HP defense set, in my opinion. And then for the final character here, guys, we have Water Goddess Aqua. In my opinion, the best gear set for Aqua is going to be an HP defense set, because you want the character to be really, really tanky, so you're able to get off the divine purification and keep your team alive. That is the whole idea with Aqua at the end of the day. So there you guys go, man. That is going to be it right there for the Konosuba collab, guys. The best gear that you want to be rocking on each of the characters. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But that is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.